Hi Aquarius, this is my very first Aquarian reading, alone on camera. Ava and I are growing and we have challenged ourselves to read independently of one another. So here you go. I am going to start with you Aquarius mid-month. Ava will still be doing the headliner readings every month in the council cards, so you get double the fun. I'll be doing mid-month. So here you go. Here's your April mid-month reading, Aquarius. First card to come up for you is the Page of Wands. And so this is a fire sign, a child. It can be a child, a Leo, a Sag, a beautiful Aries child. Reversed. Okay, so we're going to go into that. Aquarians are very independent. And so if you are the mother or the father of this child, you are very challenged because you know the way things are supposed to go. You are a revolutionary. You are the leader by nature. This child is extremely impulsive and could become someone who really lights up your world this mid-month. Once again, this is a very youthful fire. It isn't something to take to heart. This could change on a dime. This child could change on a dime and turn around and become rational once again. But you may experience some irrationality, some I'm going to do this and that's just the way it is and too bad for you, and if you don't like it, that's just too bad. I see a lot of that possibly happening this month. If you are not a parent, this is also youthful impulsiveness. Is definitely a piece of what this card represents. And so you might find some of that in your environment. You may have some of that going on at work. You may have people at work who seem overly impulsive, a little bit immature. They just want to do, but they haven't really thought through their plans. It could represent young people at work once again. I'm going to move on. That's what I'm hearing Spirit say, move on. And this keeps coming up. And now I'm hearing ungrounded fire. Okay, so there's some immature, I'm just going to say some immaturity around you this month, because the challenge is collaboration. And interestingly enough, this came up for Gemini, and I keep putting this card back in the deck and reshuffling because it keeps coming up. But the Three of Pentacles is your challenge. And so if you are in a situation where you're trying to put a project together, you're trying to form a plan, you're trying to put process together, you're trying to work with other people, you may feel a little challenged in that respect. Others may not be working with you. You may feel as if you cannot quite, you're not getting the understanding or the recognition that you feel you deserve. If you're building something, this can mean that you're having a hard time getting the workers to show up. This can mean that they're going off and partying or just doing their own thing and not really following your lead. This mid-month, you might find yourself trying to associate with others, and it's just feeling as if everyone's spreading out and not really cooperating. And there is kind of this sense of just keeping everything in motion. I see that going as well. Trying to get somewhere to meet with others and having a hard time doing that because you're distracted. And distraction is also a part of the Page of Wands reverse, so that's a very distracted card. Coming up next for you is the Five of Swords reversed. And this goes along very well with the other two cards that we have. The Five of Swords reversed tells me that you're finding it difficult to win within a situation, so you're putting down your weapons, basically. And that's really good. In the upright, this card would tell us that you're in a no-win situation, and that although you could win, you realize in the reverse that no one really wins within this situation. And so instead of battling it out, and it is a card of swords, which means this is intellectual. This can also be verbal. This is also via communication and contract. Instead of battling it out, you decide to give in enough so that it's not a winner-take-all situation. And that could very well point to the fact that you understand and recognize that whatever the situation is, it will pass quickly. So this is just a mid-month thing. Having a difficult time moving a collaboration forward, or not being able to complete the collaboration. And if it is a child, it can just simply mean that you have a child who is difficult to manage, and you decide to, instead of letting them have it verbally or laying down the law, you decide to compromise with the child or even with a work associate. And Spirit says that's a good idea. That is a very good idea. In the last position, we have Judgment. And this is major arcana stuff. So at the end of the month, you're gonna have a realization. And it's almost as if the lights are on, like someone flips on a light switch, and suddenly you can see everything. Suddenly everything is illuminated. And if this has to do with rearing a child, I want to say that you're going to discover something that will allow you to rear that child so that that child can achieve everything that child should achieve. And that's what I'm hearing, that a gifted child could be in your midst. I'm also hearing that if you are having a difficult time getting together with someone or making plans with someone because they're distracted, or because you're distracted, you may learn something at the very end of the month that takes you to the next level of partnership. And this is a very good card, because looking back, if you decide that you're willing to put your weapons down and create a win-win situation, this could take you to places beyond your wildest dreams. I want to say that collaborating is your challenge, and so you may want to focus on that. You may want to focus on taking some time out to collaborate with the individual or individuals who you're working with mid-month. And it seems to be very important, because this is a major arcana card. And whenever we get Judgment, I always think of something that I heard in church, which was, once you know something, you can't unknow that thing. So whatever that thing is that you're about to discover mid-month April, this thing is going to be life-changing. And it is going to, it's a relationship. It's going to teach you how to work better with others. You are going to learn how to work with others mid-month. So let it unfold, let it happen. Do not get frustrated, do not become overly frustrated with those who are just going their own way for no reason. You may not understand why they're doing what they do. And you might also question whether or not they're rash, if they're rational, if they've put any thought at all into what it is that they're doing. You might question that. And that's okay. And, you know, you should, because you're an Aquarius. Is this where you want to go? Is this what you want to do? Does this make sense for you? How do you collaborate with those who seem to be doing things opposite from the way you would do them? How do you collaborate and compromise? All of these things are coming up for you. But as frustrating as collaboration may feel, this month it is extremely important, and it will teach you something that will change you. And so that said, make good choices. That's what the Judgment card is all about. Make good choices this month, and you can. You're in the upright. You will make all the right choices. Aquarius, thanks so much. If you would like a personal and private reading, once again, go to Trudy, virtualtarot.com. We're doing Skype readings now, as well as audio readings, so choose your reading. And then I also want to do a shout out. Thank you, everybody who has purchased readings this month. It's been a lot of fun reading for you. Parker Lily will be doing love readings. Ava will be doing the headliner, of course, along with the council card. So you get more fun, more content, and also the ability to join in. And once again, please share your videos with me at myvirtualtarot.com. That is my new channel. I will promote you, and you can begin your business. I will help you, and we will know in a month or two who will be joining that channel. I'll be evaluating all the videos that come in. Thank you. I really appreciate it, and we will get back to you in the month of May. All right.